It's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Portland Trail Blazers here at Moda Center. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA. No one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Washington and Lively hold down the post for them. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. One thing Shams here talked about, banning top 10 pick protections in trades. Why is that?
We saw Dallas absorb a big fine a couple years ago, but then they drafted Derek Lively, and it truly worked out for them. So if you're going to avoid that, maybe it's better to change the trade rules to avoid those kinds of incentives. But Dallas really, I think if they could do that over again and absorb the fine, they would want it to be double the amount, the way that Derek Lively looked and the way that he played.
Well said. I totally agree. Here's Avdia. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And Grant's such a versatile player. It can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
And here's MP for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. Doncic against Simon. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10 or 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Here's Simons. After Luka Doncic's bucket, fires the 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. You look at MP, what a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear #1 right now. Nobody even close to pass him. Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now and writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching the players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do.
I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
And here is Williams. Following the 3-pointer by MP. Charity stripe shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Simons has got 5.
From the mid-range, Simon's quickness is a big advantage.
Here's MP.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
For 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
He's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game on so many levels. No one has been able to shut him down. You just need to play with physicality and make him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Jazz.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
And the three ball is good. He's got 17.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Three-pointer, Simon. It's rebounded by Dallas, and they are on an incredible streak right now. 20 wins in a row. Amazing.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution.
MP getting it done for the Mavericks. He had some kind of quarter from long. Scoring with a whole new group out there. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Number 1, Ant-Man.
Trailblazers trail by 17 on the court for the Mavericks. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Washington and Lively hold down the post for them. And it's MP in at the three, the small forward. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Goes up to the stripe. That one a tad offside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter. And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Avdia. And it's Irving with the rebound.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. MP finds Doncic. And here's MP for three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. He's got 22.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now Simons. So it's Dallas, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
In the spirit of recognizing greatness, I'd like to recognize Shaq as our Big Fella of the Month.
Thank you, Ernie. And I'd like to recognize Kenny as our Vegetarian of the Month.
Oh, very nice.
Well, I'm not strictly a vegetarian, but I will take it. Wow, that's an honor, and I'll recognize Ernie as the most earnest of the month.
Literally.
I like what you did there, Kenny. Ernie, earnest.
Yeah, we're all winners, aren't we? In our own minds.
Yes.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Dallas Mavericks.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, It's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. And Fernie Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Goes up on the wing, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. MP's got 27. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Grant outside. Outside, Avdia. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And finished off by Avdia.
Well, looking at Simons' assist numbers, they've skyrocketed over his time in the NBA.
Doncic passes to Washington. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Another three for Dallas.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. MP's got 13 points here in the second half alone. To the paint. The kick out to Simons. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dallas has gotten all 4 of their three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Doncic dishes to MP. Back to Doncic. Pass to MP. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Dallas.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside, Avdia. Portland again missing.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
MP outside. Doncic kicks to Irving. MP passes to Doncic. MP finds Doncic. Shoots the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sharpe with a screen on Washington. No good from Grant.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
MP looking around. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 5 assists tonight. The Trailblazers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Simons. They can't stop the run with that one.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
MP fires from way out. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Maverick. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason.
We got some great looks. Great looks. Defensively, we're getting stops too.
The words of Jason Kidd in that huddle moments ago. Happy with the way his team is performing, hoping they can maintain the momentum they've captured.
Well, I mean, they're working together on both ends of the floor and doing a great job of playing at their pace.
And enjoy the rest of your
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, off.
That's good work. You earned this, twin. You'll be seeing me again, though.
Come on, bro. I stay ready.
All right, that's a bet.
Appreciate you, bro.
And that's good work. Keep going, twin.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
Quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. It's the west side of the bracket with a group winner taking on the wild card.
Well, this is when the cup gets serious. It doesn't matter what you did in the group play. This is single elimination, loser go home, and winner moves on.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Harden runs point with man at the 2. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. And it's Zubats in at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to MP, goes up on the wing, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come, and MP was ready this time.
Powell's shot is off. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball, and they are the winners of 24 consecutive games, which ties a record set by those dominant Warriors teams back in 2016.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Watch outside.
Outside man. Zubats, screen. Pass to Powell. The three-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
Powell passes to Zubats. Outside for Harden. From downtown. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games, not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Hits a three-pointer. MP's got 14 points for the game.
I just love the ball movement.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7 this game following their win against the Rockets.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors had a huge game. He ended up with 41 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Outside man. Three-pointer, Harden. Washington grabs the miss.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Doncic finds MP. Back to Doncic. Lively with it. Irving for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Leonard, left side. Will it go? The rebound by MP. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Doncic passes to MP. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 8 assists in the game.
8 for 10 out of the gate. He couldn't ask for a much better start.
Harden from outside. He's off on that one.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
MP, the pass to Doncic. From deep, MP. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside man. Knocks it down from distance. Man's got 5 now. And so it's MP making things happen for Dallas. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So on the floor for the Clippers, they've got Derek Jones. Chris Dunn is out there with Bones Highland. Then there's Amir Coffey, and it's Leonard in at the 5.
Well, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
Well, Doris, whenever Derek Jones Jr. is out there, we're all expecting a highlight from him.
Oh, there's no question. The dunk champion back in 2020. This guy is only 6'6", but his hops, some of the epic throwdowns he has, oh my goodness.
On the wing, MP. Doncic on the wing. Back to MP. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here comes Kawhi. Doncic pulls down the board.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And here's MP from outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Coffey. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's MP. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 29.
This guy has been a all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Lively against Leonard. Leonard double team. Pass to Jones. Here's Dunn. Knocks down the triple.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
The Mavericks lead by 11. On the wing, MP puts up a three. Another three for Dallas.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And it's Leonard with the ball for Los Angeles. Shoots over Lively. Tries again. Shot by Leonard, no good.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Looking back at the first ever NBA Cup West quarterfinals last year, the Pelicans and Lakers won to advance to Las Vegas.
New Orleans going to Sacramento, beating the Kings by 10, and the Lakers at home. A thrilling three-point win over the Suns. Eventually, Los Angeles winning the first ever NBA Cup.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Luka Doncic is in elite company. Coach Jason Kidd said he's in the atmosphere of MJ, LeBron, Kobe, the best to ever do it. He's doing something that Dallas has never seen, breaking all the records that stand up in front of him. He is a winner, and he will win multiple championships when it's all said and done. High praise, Brian.
Absolutely. Thanks, Allie.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So for Dallas, Washington's checked in for... And so it's Dallas feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello, folks.
When I look at the Mavericks, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Their perimeter D is...
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Washington and Lively down low, and it's MP in at the three, the small forward. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
What you love about Norman Powell historically is he knows his role is professional scorer.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he can't get the first one. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Here's Leonard. He has 7. Washington grabs the miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Doncic passes to MP. Back to Doncic. MP with it. Powell covers. MP shot is off.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Pass to man. Leonard with the ball. Zubac, screen. Goes up on the baseline. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Three-pointer, Harden. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Good on the shot.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Powell, it's good.
Okay, we see the mid-range game of Norman Powell starting to take shape, doing work.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Leonard for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. MP shot is off.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Here's Leonard. And it's Irving with a rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Doncic outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Powell outside. Leonard outside. Over Washington. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point. Kawhi, the catch and shoot.
A different look for Dallas. Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Jones from outside. Mavericks with a rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And so in the game for Los Angeles. Chris Dunn is out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Amir Coffey. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Leonard in at the 5 down low. And
MP, you are the straw.
What's good, y'all? This shirt I have on now is ran by a special clothing brand called Underdog Clothing Brand. This clothing brand is for athletes and people who love to be fit. And not only that, it's a Christian clothing brand as well, man. So make sure you shop here, get your merch here. Powered by Jesus, a really cool shirt, man. And also, if you use my code at the bottom, our promo code at the bottom, Jesus Saves, you get 15% off on each purchase you buy from the store lifetime. So make sure y'all shop here, man. Really cool clothing brand, man. Jesus Christ is raising up mighty Christian clothing brands in this time, man. He wants to get his word across, man. Y'all have a God bless day, man. Peace. What's good, y'all? Y'all see this shirt here, Seek Jesus. Seek Jesus is a really awesome, cool clothing, Christian clothing apparel, man, ran in this world today, man. If y'all didn't know that Seek Jesus exists, man. Seek Jesus is a cool clothing brand ran by Christian owners and Christian businesses, bro. And it's a really cool brand where you can get really cool shirts, really cool things. It's awesome, bro. And so y'all go shop here at Seek Jesus, man, because Jesus wants to get his word across, man, not just in like preaching, but he also wants to get his word across in businesses too, because you may be in the gym or you may be out one day and somebody may see the word Jesus and they may be like, what does that mean? And so y'all go shop here, man. If y'all use the promo code HOMIETRE, is at the bottom here. I'm putting it at the bottom. You get 15% off of each purchase, man. So y'all shop here, man. Jesus Christ loves y'all, bro. Y'all have a God bless day, man. Peace.